Welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will have the latest news on the Matheus Nunes transfer saga, and also we will have an injury update and all the fallout and all the reaction after Liverpool drew with Crystal Palace. I'm still absolutely furious that our new signing Darwin Núñez got sent off, and he basically cost us the game, I think, because he missed two big chances in the first half. At least he should have scored one, and also that red card is inexcusable, and now he will miss 3 games, and Liverpool have a lot of injury problems. And I think Joe Gomez should have started the game against Crystal Palace. He was really good when he came on. I really hope he will start against Man United because he's such a brilliant defender. And highly rated Portuguese midfielder Matheus Nunes has showed exactly why the likes of Liverpool, Leeds United and Wolverhampton are looking to sign him, because he scored an absolute screamer, an absolute banger of a goal for Sporting Club de Portugal against Rio Ave, where Sporting won 3-0, and the 23-year-old picked up the ball 30 yards from goal before unleashing an absolute rocket into the near post corner past the Rio Ave goalkeeper. It was an absolutely brilliant strike. The Brazil-born midfielder has also impressed with the Portuguese national team. He recently scored in a 3-1 win against Turkey, and Liverpool need to do what we did with the Luis Diaz transfer. When we realized that Tottenham were about to sign Luis Diaz, we swooped in and got the deal over the line and done it. And of course Luis Diaz chose Liverpool over Tottenham. I think it's even more likely that Matheus Nunes will choose Liverpool over Wolverhampton or Leeds United if Liverpool swoop in and make a bid for him, because right now the latest news from The Guardian and other newspapers is that Wolves had a 45 million euro bid accepted for Matheus Nunes plus 5 million euros add-ons. That's 38 million pounds plus another like 3.5 million in add-ons. And if Liverpool don't go in for Matheus Nunes right now, he will sign for Wolves, and that would be a really big mistake in my opinion, because as you can see, Liverpool are really short in midfield. We had to start James Milner in midfield and Harvey Elliott. Milner is a good midfielder, but he shouldn't start every week for Liverpool in a title-chasing season when he's 36 years old. And Harvey Elliott is brilliant, but he won't score us, enough goals from midfield just yet. Maybe he will in a few years, but right now I don't think Harvey Elliott is ready to carry this Liverpool team to the title, and that's what we need to aim for, because Virgil van Dijk, Henderson, Thiago, Milner, these guys, Matip, these guys won't get any younger. Mo Salah, they are at their peak right now, so we need to maximize the trophies and the titles that we can win with this group of players. And that's why I don't understand why Liverpool are waiting to sign a midfielder. The only player who really for the first team we signed is Darwin Núñez. Fabio Carvalho will be a bench player throughout the season. Calvin Ramsey will be a backup for Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Darwin Núñez is the only player who strengthens the first team right now, and he will be out for 3 games. And I really desperately hope that Jota will be back for the Man United game, or Firmino. Somebody needs to play striker at Liverpool. So the Wolves deal for Matheus Nunes, which represents the player's buyout clause, would be a club record for Wolverhampton. And already Matheus Nunes has rejected West Ham United before, so there is a possibility if Liverpool phone up Matheus Nunes right now, or his agent, and say that they are interested in him, he will reject Wolves as well. No question about it. Matheus Nunes' dream transfer is a big club in the Premier League, somebody exactly like Liverpool. But if Liverpool don't go in for him right now, he will go to Wolves, and you will see exactly how good this guy is in the Premier League. Right now, Wolves' transfer record is 35 million that they paid for Fabio Silva, and he is currently on loan at Anderlecht. Several clubs have had Nunes on their radar after his 3 seasons at Sporting. Liverpool and Manchester City and Leeds United are among the 3. And Wolves already made some really good transfers, especially Gonzalo Guedes, another Portuguese player from Valencia for 27 million. I think that's a brilliant deal. And Nathan Collins from Burnley for 20 million. And also Klopp captain Conor Cody went on loan to Everton. But Wolves had a very frustrating start to the season. They lost to Leeds United in game week 1, and then in game week 2 they drew with Fulham 0-0. So I think Wolves are doing very well in the transfer market if they sign Matheus Nunes. I don't understand how Wolves can sign more midfielders to strengthen them than Liverpool. I mean, Gonzalo Guedes would be a brilliant transfer for Liverpool. Matheus Nunes would be a great transfer for Liverpool. Why aren't we going for these players? Why are we sitting on our hands when we have an absolute injury crisis in our midfield? Naby Keita was still not fit to play any minutes against Crystal Palace. We have Oleg Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Thiago, all long-term injuries. And also the Henderson's performances are very inconsistent. Thiago is always injury prone, Naby Keita the same. We need another midfielder. Argue with me, guys, in the comments below. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me we don't need a midfielder. Tell me that we will be fine, because I honestly think we won't be fine. I honestly think that Liverpool, if we don't sign a midfielder, we will be only fighting to finish second, and Man City will run away with the title. And I would absolutely hate Manchester City to win their 3rd Premier League title in a row, and they already have 4 titles in 5 years. If it becomes 5 titles in 6 seasons for Man City, that's total utter domination in the Premier League. And this Liverpool team, it will be remembered as a great team, but it won't be remembered as the best ever Liverpool team, because I honestly think if it wasn't for Man City, this Liverpool team would already be remembered as the best ever Liverpool side, winning multiple Premier League titles in a row. But because we have Manchester City to contend with, Liverpool need to get stronger. And I mean, 38 million, it's not an incredible amount of money. It's not like 100 million pounds that Dortmund are asking for Jude Bellingham. And Matheus Nunes, we already know that he wants to sign for a big club in the Premier League. We already know because his manager said that Matheus Nunes so far rejected life-changing money from Premier League clubs, but he's holding out for a really big club to play for. He has been dreaming about playing in a Premier League for a big club who will play in the Champions League. So it looks like Sporting accepted the latest offer from Wolves, and I'm really gutted if Liverpool don't sign Matheus Nunes, because I think this guy is a baller, and I think we should be all over him, all over this transfer. And even Jose Enrique, our former left back, has said that Matheus Nunes wants to move to a big club, so maybe this is our moment to make a move for him. And I don't understand, if Liverpool think that we have enough midfielders, then why on earth are we starting 36-year-old James Milner in a really crucial game already in the Premier League? And we didn't win 2 games in a row at the start of the season. That's really worrying. Man City are already 4 points ahead, and yes, Liverpool can beat Man City and we can bridge that gap to 1 point on paper, but we can also lose it against Man City. If we play like we did in the last 2 games, we will lose to Man City, and then the gap becomes 7 points. Jurgen Klopp said that at the start of the week, Joe Gomez had a little issue, so he couldn't train. Joe Gomez only trained yesterday again, so that's why he didn't start. That's why Nat Phillips started. Bobby Firmino couldn't make it. Henderson this morning, we got the information there was a little concern about something if he plays too long, so he didn't play that long. That's the situation. It was not too cool, but then the game we made of it, I really liked it. I really liked the game. That's how it is. We want to fight, and I saw that a lot, and we played really good stuff, so a lot of good performances. But that's it now. We drew. Let's carry on. Let's go for the next game, which is against Man United. But yeah, Liverpool have a lot of injury concerns. I mean, Henderson picked up a knock once again. And Gary Neville blasted Darwin Núñez, and probably rightfully so, on Monday Night Football. He said the story tonight is Darwin Núñez, not only to first headbutt, but to then go again and headbutt Anderson again. There has been no history of that at Benfica. He didn't get sent off there. That's the stupidity tonight. It will be a steep learning curve for him. It's a moment of madness, isn't it? He's combative, he's passionate. It's a proper bot to the underside of the nose. Anderson will be feeling that. Nunes will learn from that, but Liverpool will miss him next week. And it was just a red mist got over Nunes' brain, took over Nunes' brain. And Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher brilliantly explained that we genuinely don't know why we react sometimes. We have no idea why we do what we do in a moment of madness. Honestly, I kicked the ball at a fan at Everton, did the same against Steve McManaman. Jamie Carragher did mad things too, threw a coin into the crowd. And Carragher was shocked that Darwin Nunes wasn't more subtle about it and instead opted to headbutt Anderson in front of the referee. I couldn't believe he was remonstrating to the referee. Anderson's not doing anything, he's just in a normal centre-back position. Look at Nunes looking straight at the referee beforehand and complaining. It's not a foul on Nunes. I cannot believe he possibly thinks he's going to get away with that. The referee was looking straight at it. He could not have had a better view. He's trying to argue he hasn't done anything, trying to convince his teammates and the crowd. As he walks away, he is realizing what he has done, and he will be devastated in the dressing room because he has let himself down, he has let the team down, he has let the fans down, and it frankly cost Liverpool the game. And some people are already saying that Liverpool are missing Sadio Mane, and that's partially true because Sadio Mane was tirelessly, relentlessly pressing the opposition. He was working so hard and he scored important goals as well. But Luis Diaz is working tirelessly hard and he's scoring important goals and quite a lot of goals. And I'm so happy for Luis Diaz. It's a shame that it only was the equalizer, because if that Luis Diaz goal is the winner, we would have talked about that goal for months and months and months. And I still think that Luis Diaz will improve a lot. Darwin Nunes, it's maybe a blessing in disguise. And I want to look at this situation with a glass half full philosophy or perspective. But now he will be working in the gym very hard. Jurgen Klopp said that we will work with the strength and conditioning coaches on Darwin Nunes, so he becomes even stronger, even better with his time off. And also, he's taken out of the firing line with this red card, so Jurgen Klopp can explain to him what it is that you need to do when you are playing at Liverpool. You need to behave a certain way, you need to conduct yourself a certain way. At Liverpool, we don't headbutt people, it's not acceptable. And I don't remember when was the last time Liverpool player got a red card. I think maybe against Tottenham last year. But still, I think that Darwin Nunes will learn from it and become a better player because of it. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool players will rally around him. And Jurgen Klopp said yes, there was a little provocation here and there, but definitely the wrong reaction by Darwin Nunes. A clear red card, I cannot deny that. And he will learn from that. Unfortunately, he has now a few games time to do so. That's not cool for us in our specific situation, even less, but that's how it is. He's referring to the injury problems that we have. We have Jota out injured, Firmino out injured. Let's hope Firmino gets back fit for the Man United game. And Jurgen Klopp was actually proud of the performance of the Liverpool team. He said, I told the boys after the game, I'm proud. That's what I feel. A lot of things happened during the week. And then the game started like it started. I loved it. That was the game we wanted to play. Of course, we wanted to finish the chances off and score the goals. But I think we did extremely well. And then in the box with a lot of legs and bodies, they blocked all the shots and 7 or 8 shots in the first half already. That's a special number. So we were obviously on the right path. And if we carry on like this, it was just a matter of time to score. But then they scored the 1-0, and there was a big space behind our defense, and with the speed of Zaha, he ran clear and it was a good finish. In that moment they showed actually how good they are and how difficult it is to play against them, because these moments always can happen, but it didn't happen too often. And after the red card, it was the best possible reaction from the team, from the players, from the crowd, and from Luis Diaz. What a goal, wonderful goal, it's a worldie. And from that moment on, it was a special game. That was us at home with an incredible atmosphere. Unfortunately, we didn't score the winner, which is not easy. So we will go from here. But yeah, I understand that there will be unfortunate headlines and articles and commentaries about our game and our start to the Premier League season. So Liverpool play Man United, Bournemouth and Newcastle next. Darwin Nunes will miss all 3 games, and possibly he could miss the Everton game as well. It depends on what kind of red card they deem it to be. If it's a really violent conduct, then he could get a 4-game suspension. He needs to learn from it, and Liverpool need to get back to winning ways against Man United. We need to get Firmino back to full fitness, Naby Keita back to full fitness, Joe Gomez back to full fitness. If Liverpool start with Naby Keita, Firmino and Joe Gomez in the starting lineup and all the other players that played already, I think we can beat Manchester United at Old Trafford, but Man United will be up for that game as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Good day.